Hey guys, it's Renee. It has been a really long time since I have filmed. So much has happened, so I'll give you guys a quick update and then I'll get into a really exciting first video, which will be my first Colourpop order. The end of my pregnancy was just really tough, and then settling in with a new baby has also been another huge change to my life. So I'm just trying to sort of get back into the groove of things, and filming has been just one of those things that has just sort of been pushed aside for now. I had my son on the 18th of March and I had him via C-section. The reasoning behind that was from my hip replacement, but to be honest, that was actually really good, if I can say that. Let me know if you guys want me to do a separate video on like my labor as such, you know, like the delivery of my son, and I'll go into detail about that if it's something you guys are interested in. So my son's name is Ryder and his middle name is James, so Ryder James. He's actually now 10 weeks old. It's gone slow but really quick at the same time, so I'm only now just sort of really getting into the groove of being a mum and getting the hang of things. I still feel like I'm not quite there some days. If he wakes up, I'll try and introduce you guys to him and show you him. Hey, you look nice and pink, don't you? Hey, what is all this? Someone just woke up. He's a little bit cranky. You're okay now, you just want some cuddles, don't you? So this is Ryder. Hey, those chubby cheeks. Hey. I normally never wear my hair down because it gets sort of caught up around him, and yeah, it makes it hard, especially with his little hands. He's starting to open and close them and he takes big handfuls. Yeah, so he's 10 weeks old now. He's definitely put on a lot of weight recently. He's still really short, the poor thing, but then me and my husband don't really have height for us. It's good though, because he was quite little when he was born. He was like 3.2 kilos, I think, 3.2 or 3.3, and it took him a really long time to sort of start putting on a bit of weight. So he definitely looks a bit chunky, but at least he's nice and healthy. But it's beautiful. He's just started smiling and sort of googling and gargling and, you know, making all these like little sounds. And he's he's getting more interactive. And we actually decided to call him Ryder because we found the name in one of those like baby naming apps, and yeah, that's sort of how we found his name. So we sort of knew as a boy's name that that's what we were going to go with before we even knew he was a boy. It's a bit boring, Mum. So yeah, he's beautiful. And yeah, let me know if you guys want any videos, if you've got any questions baby wise, and I'll try and do some videos. He definitely takes up all my time, and it is really hard to do videos with him around because he's sort of, you're just running around him, and it's all in his time. You're right. If you guys follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, I put lots of photos and updates of him on there, so I'll link them down below if you want to follow us along. Hey Muffin. Hey Muffin. Yeah. Yes. I'm tired. You're a bit tired, aren't you? Yeah, so let's get into this. So Colourpop, it's the first time I've ordered from them. I did the order when they had the 20% off sale. I don't know if they've had those sales before. Let me know if you guys have placed orders. I was hesitant to place the order simply because of shipping costs. It was really expensive in shipping, and also the exchange rate obviously isn't the best. Australia versus US dollars is just not good whatsoever. I think shipping cost me the same amount as what the order was, so it was basically the order times 2, which was, you know, really expensive. Everything has been packaged up amazingly. And this box is so cute. I think I put a photo of this on Instagram. The box is beautiful. I don't want to throw it out. It's like the inside of the box. So cute. All the goodies inside. You know, you always see these sort of cards on Instagram and stuff, like a printed copy, but it looks like they've actually written it. But yeah, cute touch. And it just says thank you from Colourpop. So that is everything. Now I did get a mix of eyeshadows, blushes, I got some lip products and some highlighters. And I'll do some swatches as we go. Need my coffee. Okay, so one of the first things is a Lippie stick. The colour is Cami and it just says Matte X. So this is like a brown, looks like a brickish brown type colour. Doesn't have a smell, not that I can tell yet anyway. Oh wow, these are nice. I like that. I really like these brownish 90s coloured lip combos. This is incredibly soft. I kind of want to put it on. Should I put it on? Why not? May as well. Not really the best with lip swatch type things, so excuse that. My lips are a little bit dry at the moment. So that does, it is a little bit darker on the lips, but I don't mind it. And it does look a little bit funny because obviously I don't have any eyeliner or anything on. And it's so creamy on. I really like that one. I think that's really pretty. These feel really nice. They actually feel really soft. Yeah, I don't mind that colour. I think that's really quite nice and really comfortable. These actually have a really nice staying power to them without being too drying, which is nice. And I'll try the other Lippie stick. So this one is Aquarius and this is a cream formula. With lip products, I almost always go with like natural nude type colours simply because they're the ones I wear the most and they go with pretty much any eye look, so they're the ones that I gravitate towards. So this is more of a nudie brown. It's actually lighter than I thought. Yeah, it's like a light nude shade. It has like a vanilla kind of smell to it actually. This one's definitely more wearable, like a more everyday wearable type colour. I like that. And you can actually smell the scent from my mouth. So that's Aquarius, the Lippie stick Aquarius, and it's a cream formula. This one is definitely more creamier than the matte formula. I really like that. It's definitely a shade that I'll get a lot of wear out of. So that's Aquarius. So the next one is the Ultra Satin Lip, and this one is in Littlesticious. And I had actually seen some swatches on this one online and I thought it looked really beautiful, right up my alley. The packaging is really gorgeous. It's actually quite heavy. I love that Colourpop have this like rainbow type logo. Okay, I don't think this one has a scent. Oh, it's quite pigmented. Now, this isn't actually what I expected at all. I actually thought that this was going to be more of a lip gloss type of product, but it's actually pretty much like a liquid lipstick. Now, I really like the colour of it. I think the colour's definitely wearable. It seems a little bit drying for my liking. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. Sorry for the close-up. I'm not sure how I feel about that, which is a pity because this is definitely a type of colour that I would really like to wear with like a darker smoky eye. And it feels quite sticky. If you guys have Ultra Satin Lip, is there a way that I should actually be applying it or wearing it? I definitely need to do a bit more reading up, but again, I do really like the colour. Yeah, see how I go with that one. Alright, so I'm going to go on to one of the Super Shock Cheek products, and this one is, okay, so this is called Highly Wasted. Super Shock Cheek, and it's pearlized. So I think this one is actually a highlighter shade out of memory, sort of like a goldy type color. And I did pick a few golden type highlighters simply because I actually prefer those on my skin tone. I think they are a bit more flattering than like a brighter highlight sometimes. Yeah, so it's like a, it's almost like a rose gold, but not quite, like a golden type color. And that's a swatch there. You could definitely use this as more of a blush color than a highlight if you wanted to. The next one is called Teasecake. And again, this one is pearlized. I think this one is more of a blush color. Super wearable though. This is like an everyday color. Oh, this one actually does look a bit more like a highlight. Okay, so I've just swatched it here. So I think that one is definitely more of a highlight, but to be honest, I do think with both of these, now looking at them, you could definitely use them as a blush or a highlight. So that one's Teasecake, and that's highly wasted so far. It's funny, once you actually swatch this one, it does have like a pearlescent tinge to it. Really pretty. The next one is Wisp, and this one is pearlized as well. This is definitely more of like a bronzy golden gold. And I actually I remember seeing a lot of videos and reviews on this one. People really love this. So this is definitely more of like a brighter gold highlight. And this is, I think, definitely a highlight for when you have that beautiful summer tan. I think that would look gorgeous. So that's Wisp. Alright, so for the last highlight type shade is Butterfly Beach. And again, this is pearlized. This is another one I did see quite a lot about, and it is that sort of bronzy shade. It's less golden, more of a true bronze, but it looks a bit more cool toned. This one's definitely a lot darker than the others. I'll just zoom out a tiny bit. So it's just across the bottom here. It's definitely, I think it's the darkest out of the lot. So definitely the type of shade you want to wear when you've got a bit more of a tan, but you could definitely wear that as an actual, like a shimmery blush color. I think that would look really pretty. So they are the 4 highlighter type shades that I picked up. I've got two more cheek colors, and they're more blush colors. I'm trying to find a word there. Okay, so the first one is Trickery. Now I definitely wear sort of more orangey, corally type blushes. They're just my go-to color, and I find that they suit my skin tone the best. So that's Trickery, and that is a swatch. I really love the formula of these. They definitely feel really super wearable. Holiday, and this one is a matte. This is very similar. I think this one is a bit more brighter. Very similar colors actually. So this one is Holiday, and this one here is Trickery. So Holiday is like a more vamped up version, I guess, but they're very, very similar colors. Well, they look incredibly similar swatched. So this one here is Holiday. Super, super, super similar. I'm surprised about that. So that is it there. And on the skin, I have to say, they don't really look that much of a difference for a matte and a satin. I think the satin, which is this one here, looks a bit more pearlized. Like it's got a bit more of a sheen to it. But other than that, they look incredibly similar. Now I have a ton of eyeshadows. It's actually funny looking at them because they all look like, the colors look incredibly similar. Like they almost look exactly like the same color, which is kind of funny. They seriously all look like the same color. So funny. I love my neutrals. I find that I get the most wear out of them, so I figure why not stick with what you know works the best and what you enjoy the most. So I'll start off with the only pearlized one I picked up, and this one is in Weenie. Funny name. Oh, this is so creamy. Oh my goodness. That is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Love that shade. Wow, and that was with one swatch as well. Next I've got mattes, and the first one here is Bandit. This is more of a dark chocolatey brown colour. Love that. So far so good. Loving those shades. That will be a beautiful colour for in the crease, even along the lash line, just to darken up a look, or even for like a smoky eye, just putting that all over the lid and smoking it out would look beautiful. Okay, next one is Cornelius, and again this is still a matte. I believe this is the one in from the Kathleen Lights collection. Perfect crease colour. And then the last matte shade I have here is called Hanky Panky. Oh, it's like a cool toned brown, like a browny grey. I like that. So the next row I've got are all satin, and the first one here is called Wattles. Oh, so creamy. That's a beautiful, that will look so gorgeous as a lid shade. It's almost like a pinky brown. Love that. Okay, next is the colour Smash. This almost looks like a mustard gold. I love a lot of these shades that you can use for like an all over lid colour, and it'll just work really nicely. I think both of these are definitely that. And then the last satin is Desert. Again, really nice, easy all over lid colour, that one. So I have two metallic and then two ultra metallic. So the first one here is Sequin. Now I remember watching a video here on YouTube, I think it was from Kathleen Lights, and she said this was one of her all-time favourites. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. That's like a beautiful rose gold. It's like a metallic rose gold copper type shade. That is just gorgeous. And the other metallic is Amaze. So two more left. Okay, the next one is the ultra metallic, and this one is called Game Face. Now I think this is another one I saw from Kathleen Lights that she loved. It's like an orangey type copper, which I love wearing these colours on my eyes. I definitely feel like it makes your eyes pop. Beautiful. These are so shimmery. And the last one is La La. Again, I think this might be a Kathleen Lights favourite out of memory. Gorgeous. These all go together so nicely. Like they all look like they'll go really nicely together. That's so pretty. This is sort of like a lighter version of a rose gold, I'd say. Like a bronzy rose gold. Super pretty. So these last two here are the ultra metallic. These two are just metallic. Alright, so that is everything from the order. Let me know if you guys put any orders in for the 20% off sale. Also, let me know if you've got any recommendations for like lip colours or any other products that you think I would like from them. And I hope you guys have enjoyed watching my first video back after so long. So please subscribe if you're not already subscribed to me, and if you're a long time viewer, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.